Hi, this is Kirk with Forex Trading Secrets, and it's what we're going to be doing is talking about a high probability trading strategy. And you can see these manually, you can observe them, or you can have the Norwood Strategy Scanner bring them to your attention so you don't have to sit in front of the computer all of the time. So what we're going to do is go through how the setup is. Now, there's a couple of things. I'm going to show you the dashboard for the scanner. The top two check marks is what we'll get most of the signals on because it involves the 15-minute bar. The other strategies, it's the same strategy, it's just a variation, and so we'll go through those as well. But this is where we get a lot of signals right during the Pip Club to be able to trade while we're going along. So it's what the concept is a 4-bar. It first has to start off with a 4-bar. I'm going to show you what a 4-bar is. We're on a 1-hour time frame. There's a 4-bar when shadow alert is red, the Mayo is red, the trend alert's red, and the filter is red all at the same time. That's a 4-bar. Or if they're all blue, right there's a 4-bar. Now the thing you want to be careful of is it in a corrective move or is it in an impulsive move? Now the impulsive is where it's red and below the zero line. This is impulsive, even though you don't have 4 bars all the way down, you still have the impulsive move. So if you saw the trade up here, you can manage it clear down into where it changes. So you have the impulsive and the corrective move. Let's go back over here a little bit further and we can see some more. So right here, there's a 4-bar again. Beginning of an impulsive move. And they're on the right side of the zero line. So it moves there. And we see another one right there. You notice this was below, but it wasn't a 4-bar at that point. That's where it became a 4-bar. So what we want to do now is show you the variations that play off that 4-bar signal. There are 3 of them. One is, and I'm going to give you the most sensitive one first, the one that I like the most, and the others are good, and they have a place, is when the filter is below the zero line. And it's a 4-bar in an impulsive move. That is what I like to see the most. Now, the next one is it below the 34 moving average? So it'd be a 4-bar and below the 34 moving average. And the other one would be, is it a 4-bar and below the zero line on the trend? Now, this case right here, you may have received 3 signals all at the same time. Because all that does is just confirm that, hey, that's a higher probability trade. Because you have all of the indicators saying, yes, that's the direction that it's going. The only thing that would be even stronger would be over here, where you have a 4-bar and you have all of the indicators at the bottom below the zero line. That makes that even a stronger. We don't have a signal just for that only, because all of the others put together would probably give you a signal right there as well to trade in those high probability areas. That's the summation of it. That's all there is to it. Look for 4 bars. Look for whether it's crossing the filter, zero line, the trend alert, zero line, below the 34 moving average. It's one of those 3 things, and it's a 4-bar. You have a potential for a trade, and so you'll get signals on the 1 hour, and that's it, one time frame. But you got 4 indicators that have to line up properly. We take that same strategy. Let's go to the 4 hour. Now we're going to, you saw where we marked these on the 1 hour. Could you have received a signal like this on the 4 hour? Possibly. It may not come exactly at the same time, but the 4 hour happened right here. So I'm going to click on that 4 hour and then lock it on the 4 hour chart and then go back to the 1 hour. Okay, the 1 hour didn't match up until right there. That's where the 1 hour matched up. The 4 hour said heads up right here. Okay, what is it? It's a 4-bar. It's below the zero line on the filter. It's below the 34, but it's not below the trend alert. The trend alert came over here. So you may or may not want to take it right here. Why not? Because it's not a 4-bar anymore. The filter filtered out the sideways and retracement move on the 4-hour. Let's look for another one right. This may have become a 4-bar at some point in time, but for sure we know the next one was. So either of those two. Are they 4 bars? Yes. Is it below the zero line on the filter? Yes. Is it below the 34 going short? No. Is it below on the trend alert? No. Could you look at that as far as a potential trade? Yes, because that criteria was met. So you have to use judgment on these, and that's where the signal comes. Now you can actually go to lower time frames and check it out a little closer, but that's where you're going to get this scan. Is heads up, something's happening, be aware. Let's see, we have another one back here on the 4-hour right there. Now see, this one is blow, 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 red, 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 red. 4-bar going short, high probability when it passes that fractal. I mean, that's extremely high probability. Now, same concept. Let's look at the day. What are we looking for? 4 bars. And so we're going to look at the day, 4 bars. Well, that's the first place there was a 4-bar on the day going short after this up move. There would be a filter cross there. The trend alert has not crossed yet. The 34 has crossed, so you may have received another signal right in there. That's still 50 pips on sometime the previous day up to the current day bar. Now that's what's happening currently. Now let's go back and look at the concept as it's been climbing this trend right here. Where do we see a 4-bar? Well, there's one right there. That's 140 pips. Can you take those trades? Definitely. 140 pips is a good deal. And it's above the zero line here. And all the 3 indicators below are above the zero line. And it's a 4-bar. So that is like a fantastic place to take it. You manage it. Sometimes you may be a little hesitant. But at some point in this line, everything was set up properly. Now let's go back and look at some other spots as to where the one day would have given you a heads up. What's there? That's a 4-bar, all above. Is it towards the end of a move? Yes, it is. How far did it go? Well, 50 pips. I mean, there's still a move there, but you have to be careful, and we'll talk about this in a little bit later, is the how long has it been across the zero line on the trend alert? That's one of the key factors you want to look for. We're going to mark a couple of others on the day chart. There was another one right here, past that fractal, a big move there. And you're probably starting to look down now and see them right here. Now, this happened to be, it was above the zero line. It was above the 34. It didn't have a 4-bar right over here that was above on the trend alert. And we had to come clear over to right here. I guess I missed that one. Going so fast. There was one right there. It was above, above, above. That's really strong. Did it move a lot of pips? Well, it was a nice trade. It was 50, 60 pips. But the strength was there. It wasn't necessarily moving a lot of pips, but you could have stayed in that for a long period of time and pick up some more pips. So you see how simple it is? 3 things, a 4-bar with one of 3 things. Filter, cross, trend, cross on the right side of the 34, and it has to be a 4-bar. And the time frame is all the same. Okay, so what we're looking for on this 1 hour chart would be 4 bars, and they have to be above the filter. If it happens to be above on the trend alert or the mail, that's okay, but that's the only criteria on the 1 hour. There's one right there. There's probably one right there. I'm going to put a line there. Okay, it's above the 0 line and it's a 4 bar right there. You would have received a scan right there. And how far to go back against you? Maybe 5, 6 pips is what it went against you. But you can see where there was a move there and there's a move right there also. So those 3 lines, and of course we know this is going to give you a good signal on the 15-minute. So we'll start right with this one. Let's go to the 15-minute and see if it would agree and give you a 4 bar. Now, 1 hour, 4 bar above the filter only is the only requirement. The 15-minute has to be a 4 bar also, but all of these indicators have to be above the 0 line. So if you've taken a trade right in that area, as we mentioned before, they went back against you no more than 10 pips and then started going. For sure, you possibly would have gotten another signal on the. We'll go look at the 1 hour. Another one right here. You can see they're all above, and it's all 4 bars. There might have been another signal there. So we're looking at the second line over from the left, and we're going to go confirm it on the 1 hour. Yes, that was still a 4 bar there. So that could have been another signal. Now we get over here. Now a big move happens. So if you move 2 pips here, small loss possibly. If you get nervous, a few pips, not much, maybe a loss. But then you start getting these big moves. And that's why you have to keep on trading. The signals are going to be there. We've already marked and determined this is a 1 hour above the 0 line, 4 bar. And that one is above the 0 line also. 15-minute. What does it have to be? 4 bar, all 3 above the 0 line. And if you see that fractal passing the fractal right there, that even makes it stronger. See, that's where the 1 hour said, yes, it was ready to go. But there are 4 15-minute time frames in an hour, so it may not come right at the same exact time. Right there, 4 bar, all above the 0 line, and it passed that fractal, so that would be where you would get your heads up to take your trade. So we're just talking about entry signals here. So if you'd like to attend the Pip Club to see how we make pips, then you need to go to forexstrategysecrets.com. That's our website. That's where you need to go. And then you'll see the website like this. Now you won't see this top part up here, but from this logo on down, that's what you'll see. There's a video here, and you'll see to sign up here. Just you need your name and email. If you've already done this, you already have access. You can log in or log out if you're a member. Now we have check out our website. This arrow referring to check out what we have down here. We have the scanner that we've been talking about, and we have the Pip Club. You click on this Pip Club, it's open for visitors. Visitors are welcome to come into the Pip Club. Then we have coaching that's coming soon, and we have a trade copying service also. So you can check out the information here. We're talking heavily about the scanner right now and high probability trades. So one thing we're going to offer, it'll be available to everyone, whether you've had the 14-day free trial of the scanner or not. This is where you can have it once again. Click on this is just a picture, it's not the actual website, so just click on this logo. It'll take you to the background, and you find where it says 14-day free trial. Click on that, and you can follow through and get signed up for the 14-day trial of the scanner. So if you cannot figure out how to install the scanner, then we can do it for you. It will cost you $25 for us to come and put the scanner on for you for your free trial. The only time that if your product key does not work, that's when I'll do it for free, because we've done something on our end that's caused it not to work. And so if you have any questions, you can get in touch with Jed or I at Jed at Forex Trading Secrets. You can send an email here, or we have a direct line you can call us on. So that's how you get into the website. So go to forextradingsecrets.com to get into the site. Click on the scanner, and you can have the 14-day trial. If you have already had the 14-day trial and it won't let you in, send us an email and we'll reset it so you can get in for this special introduction of new strategies. Here's some questions you might want to ask before you take a trade. Are the trades fresh? How do you determine whether they're fresh or not? Look at the trend alert for one thing and see how many bars it's gone since it crossed the zero line. I'm not going to give a number because if I do, then everybody's going to say, well, it's past that. Well, sometimes it might be past that number, but look for the impulsive moves. And depending on which side of the line it's on is which color. If it's above and blue, it's long. If it's red and below, it's an impulsive move going short. How fresh is it? There's a saddle sell, a saddle buy. Those are fresh signals. It might be a second or third saddle, but that's going to be a higher probability trade. So check to see if the trade is fresh. You may have heard me say that's not fresh, or I'm a little concerned about that. Could it have given more pips? Possibly did, but it didn't look good to me, so I didn't take it. 4 hour and the 1 hour on the correct side of the zero line on the trend line. So if you take a trade on the 4 hour by itself, is it in the correct side? If it is, then take it possibly. If the 1 hour is going long, but the trend is below the zero line, you may not want to take the 1 hour. Now, the exception is the next question. Check for CDC. The status of the CDC, that is convergence, divergence, and congruence. If the 4 hour is below the zero line and it's convergence, then the 1 hour, if it says it's a long signal, possibly take it. Or if the 4 hour is what you're trading on and it says it's below the zero line, but it's convergent, then you can possibly take a trade there. That's the exception. It's based on the convergence, divergence, and congruence. If you wonder what that is, you need to review your nth degree course material. Talks many videos about CDC, convergence, divergence, and congruence. We talk about that a lot in the Pip Club. So those are questions. If you ask your question on a trade before you take it, then this will encourage you to get into the trade, or it'll keep you from taking the trade.